It is so lovely to meet all of you, finally. Thank you all for coming today. Ah, mm, mm, mm. Ooh, today is an SCP type of day. Fortunately, TikTok will be, you guys won't be able to see my screen, but, I think that honestly, just hearing me read alone is enough. Okay? So, welcome in. What? What? What is happening? How did I get restricted? What? Oh my goodness. No wonder. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm like managing like 3 different platforms at once. Oh boy. Okay. Uh, A is for apples. There's a slight delay, I think. Alrighty. Hello and welcome in. My name is Grimoire Index, and today we're going to be talking about kitchen utensils. Kitchen utensils. Kitchen utensil SCPs. Um, now, you may have been wondering, Graham, your tracking on your face isn't as good as normal. I understand. It's also because I am streaming to TikTok and YouTube. So, you all are with me today. We are coalescing, as the kids say, coalescing together. I hope you all are doing well. And thank you all for coming. I will briefly check in on TikTok chat to make sure you guys are alive and okay. And I will make you all smaller so I can have you all in the little corner in the screen. There you go. So I can keep an eye on you. What? What? I I apparently so I think I don't know. I think I'm gonna, yeah, that's crazy. We're gonna end live here. Sorry, TikTokers. We're if you want to join the stream for now, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it on, but I'm not going to pay attention to it. Because apparently I got rate limited because TikTok doesn't like VTubers. So I'll just look. I'm just gonna let it rock. uh, sorry, y'all. All right. Either way, welcome in everyone else. It is so lovely to see you guys. I've missed you. Uh, did you enjoy that Friday stream? I thought it was very fun and entertaining. It was very entertaining. I think that one was really, 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 really interesting. What we are going to do is I'm going to turn back on our sound alerts because, you guys are allowed to make all the noise that you like today. Yeah. Today we are reading SCPs that have to deal with kitchen objects, so stuff that is found in the kitchen, microwaves, forks, spoons, you know, that typical stuff. Ads are getting ready to start in 30 seconds, and once ads are done, we will start with SCP-668. Either way, I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend and are comfy. It's actually going to snow on Thursday. I'm very excited. You know, despite my undead countenance, I love snow. Snow is so good. Snow. Snow is the best. Oh, I have to turn that on. Give me a second. Give me a second. I know I forgot something. Okay, it's on. Please give the RPG command another try. Ah. So I am definitely going to be, what's the word? So TikTok is going to welcome. Unwritten. Oh my goodness. As I said before, VTubers are heavily punished on TikTok, like extremely punished. And I got I got immediately backed for trying. Ah. Ah. But it's really nice to see you regardless. And I'm happy to at least be able for you, at least to be able to stream to you guys. I will be kind of turning the streams on and off so this way on TikTok, so this way we can get virtual camera access, so this way we never have to do this again. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Just a second. My lips are dry, so we're gonna put on some lip balm. Again, guys. I'm so happy. Ah. Mm. I'm already holding a drink. I only need one. I only need one drink, thank you. It's okay. Welcome back, everybody. All right, let's get started. This is blah, 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 blah. This is SCP-668. Item SCP-668. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Revised. As of data has been expunged. No special containment procedures aside from standard security are required. SCP-668 is to be transferred to a locked safe deposit box at Site-19's high-value item storage facility. Standard defenses against intrusion, explosive, chemical, biological, and mimetic, are to be in place at all times, according to standard operating procedure. SCP-668 may only be removed from its safe deposit box by personnel with security clearance 2 or higher. Individuals wishing to make use of SCP-668 outside of Site-19 must first submit a Form 668 Request Course of Action Form to 0511 and be fitted with an explosive kill switch collar on a 24-hour timer before taking SCP-668 into the field. An auditing officer with security clearance 4 or higher must confirm that SCP-668 has been returned to its safe deposit box before the collar is deactivated. Description: SCP-668 is a 33 centimeter or 13 inches chef knife with a rosewood handle and full tang construction, crafted at some point in the late 1930s to early 1940s. When first acquired by field operatives, SCP-668 was in a badly rusted condition, with heavy pitting from bloodstains and other bodily fluids trapped in micro crevices within the blade. Following thorough analysis, these irregularities were removed for aesthetic purposes. This had negligible, if any, effect on SCP-668's special properties. The first recorded appearance of SCP-668 was in the 1960s, during the infamous Data Has Been Expunged case. Data has been expunged. A New York woman living alone was allegedly raped, and by subject, data has been expunged. Despite the fact that 38 witnesses reported hearing the attack, none of them attempted to aid the young woman for over 6 hours until her eventual death. Whether the item received its properties due to this event, or whether it had them beforehand, is a matter of debate. See Dr. Redacted's paper, re the bystander effect, or Dr. Redacted's theory regarding psychic imprintation. What is clear, however, is its current properties. When carried by a human or humanoid entity with violent intent towards another human or humanoid entity, SCP-668 broadcasts a psychic signal that renders all sentient being with a psionic resistance index of 97 or lower incapable of assisting the victim. Affected entities report a sudden sense of apathy while under SCP-668's influence. Sensory input is not affected, and affected entities report feeling revulsion and horror, but are simply incapable of acting, even indirectly, to assist the victim. Meanwhile, it renders the victim incapable of defending themselves against their attacker. Tests using D-class personnel have shown no upper limit to the amount of entities affected by the psychic resonance. In one test, excuse me, in one test, 12 D-class personnel, due to their first of the month termination, were placed in a room alongside a researcher who was told to randomly select one of the test subjects for death. The researchers killed all of the test subjects one by one, despite their professed horror. Prior incidents have indicated the possibility of hundreds, if not thousands, of deaths due to SCP 668's unique properties. See Incident Report 66A redacted, a mall massacre, and subsequent information blackout operations. Don't worry, we'll get to it. Recovery of SCP 668 in such scenarios is problematic due to the item's psychic properties. Agents attempting to apprehend the subject during containment failure incidents often find themselves affected by SCP 668's so called apathy field, resulting in casualties among Foundation personnel. Following Incident 668-A, standard retrieval protocol includes the use of a long-range sniper rifle, double-blind conditions, and 3 different agents working in tandem through carefully coordinated actions to prevent any of them realizing that they are actively opposing the subject. Because of the obvious apocalyptic possibilities, it is the recommendation of this panel that SCP-668 be designated a Keter level threat and placed in a high level containment. Addendum 668 Alpha? Is that Alpha? I don't remember the designation for like lowercase a. A. Following further testing, it has been determined that test subjects wielding SCP-668 can be terminated through passive response as long as the terminating agent is introduced before the subject takes possession of SCP-668. The Running Man Protocol, see Appendix 668-B, approved terminating agents, is hereby approved for use with SCP-668, and the item in question is hereby reclassified as Euclid type object. It looks like there's some things crossed out here. Let me make sure everybody's okay. And it looks like this is crossed out. Addendum 668-B. Use of Omega-7 personnel for retrieval of SCP-668 during future containment failure incidents is to hereby be forbidden due to the danger of SCP-076-2 coming into contact with the item. Addendum 668-B is to be revoked as of data redacted due to SCP-067-2's expressed distaste for using an item that, in its own word, takes the fun out. Possibility of using SCP-067-2 as a sole agent for any future containment failure incidents under review. With the ending of Omega-7 Project, no further attempts to weaponize SCP-067-2 or SCP-0668 are to be attempted. Addendum. Oh yeah, that is Abel, isn't it? Addendum 668-C. Do not, under any circumstances, allow SCP 668 to come in contact with SCP 6682. Note that the average human beings have a psychic resonance of 24. SCP 682 has been tested with Psi-RI of redacted, placing it above SCP-668 threshold of effect. The possibilities of a creature inimical to all life gaining possession of something like this should be obvious. With the ending of Omega Project 7, no further attempts to weaponize SCP-682 or SCP-668 are to be attempted. Addendum 668-D. Request to reclassify SCP-668 under its original designation as Keter class object is under review. Addendum 668-E. Request to reclassify SCP-668 under its original designation as a Keter class object has been denied. SCP-668 will remain Euclid. All right. Let's read what happened in the mall because I am very curious as to what exactly happened. Like, what happened? Also, I think it's rather sad, don't you? Like, imagine no one helps you. You just sit there. Oh, I'm sure it won't be harrowing at all. Oh, I'm pretty sure it will be. Oh boy. All right. Let's go ahead and see what that was. Incident Report 66A. Oh boy. I think we need our fun redaction noises. What about you guys? I think we need our fun redaction noises. Oh boy. Is TikTok still being mean to me? Yes. Well, it's okay. I suggest the redaction noise for any no-no words as well. Same? Alright. I got you. There are a lot of redactions here. It's looking like the Epstein. What? No, who told you to do that? No. 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 There we go. No one told you to switch my microphone. How dare you? Never do that again. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, we have our no word button. When you're in a series 1 SCP, when you're a series 1 SCP in a redaction content and your opponent is the Epstein files, yeah, you would just lose. You would just lose. You'd lose every single time. You'd lose. Just a solid wall of black. Alright. Incident retrieval of SCP-668. 13-inch chef's knife. SCP involved, SCP-668. Personnel involved, data has been expunged. Date, data is redacted. Location, redacted. Description, on dash City Police Department Precinct responded to reports of a man attacking and killing bystanders with a large chef knife at a local market. Upon responding, officers discovered 15 casualties, most of who've been ritually flensed in a manner described by witnesses as horrific. You're not hearing the redaction noise. Well, that's not good. Well, you should be. Give me a second. Oh, that's not good. I don't know why. Why? Mm. Oh, I see why you wouldn't. But not for long. Hello. Give us just a second. We have to find I have to find the, hold on. Let me turn this on briefly and see if I can find this source real quick. It's very important. Ah, here you are. Okay. It's really weird that you're not in here. Oh, I guess not, huh? Okay, well. Did it? Okay. It's very strange. No reaction. Copy. Paste. Okay. Can you guys hear that? I'm not cursing, I promise. Yes? No? Nope, just mouse click. Huh. Yeah, it's definitely on there. Great. Oh my goodness. Don't worry, we have the technology. It wouldn't be a VTuber stream if we didn't have to do a little bit of funky listening. We didn't have to do anything funky. Alright, let's... Okay. That's weird because, it was working fine the other time ago. Oh, wait, no, this is... Oh, hold on. This is wrong. Delete this. Yes. We want VRM background. Background. Okay. Okay, we're gonna briefly play something in the background. Have it loop. This is walking, by the way. This isn't anything weird. Keep your minds out of the gutter. For now. Keep your minds out of the gutter. Huh. Oh my goodness, this is so frustrating. I guess we will fix it up later. I mean, it is another mic, but it's very weird that it's like not here. Also, why is my opening here? Anyway, I guess let's continue. Yeah. Officers discovered the subject in an escaped serial killer named, henceforth referred to as suspect, in the child's daycare area, in the process of doing really bad things to a 9-year-old. An officer ordered suspect to cease and desist. The suspect did not comply. Officers then attempted to upon suspect, but then discovered they were unable to pull the trigger. Officers then attempted to flee, but found themselves unable to do so after suspect declared his intention to murder every last one of you pigs. Suspect then proceeded to data has been expunged, ending with Cynthia Wales, a Foundation operative embedded as an observer within the PD. Despite being under severe psychic assault, Officer Wallace, a pseudonym, managed to activate her emergency transponder located on her belt while complying with the suspect's order to alerting the Foundation of the situation. Mobile Task Force PI-1, or City Slickers, arrived on the scene minutes later, disguised as FBI Special Anti-Terrorist Task Force. P1 breached the perimeter at corresponding with the moment that Officer Wallace's vital signs telemetry ceased transmitting. Task Force members soon discovered subjects standing outside the department store on the 3rd floor of the mall. Police officers' bodies were found suspended from the 3rd floor railing. Skin has been and arranged in the form of wings. Inside parts removed and were trailing on the floor. We are also streaming to So, please drink some water. I'm drinking tea. Today has been very hard on me. But thank you for the hydrate, Redeem. I will drink some more. Wasser is very important. Just a moment. I don't think it's Irish the tea up a bit. uh, let's see. Do I even have whiskey? Do I have whiskey near me? I don't have Irish whiskey. Does it matter? I think I have rum. Does Kraken work? Wait, is that what that means? I think that's what that means. Any alcohol works. All right, cool. Bet. Mostly whiskey. I can definitely get a shot or two. After this. Because I'm an adult and I can do adult things. But thank you for the redeem. Let me put this away. Where is the button to put it away? Where is my button? Boop. There we go. I gotta stand up to put my glass away. I mean, at least I'm not doing like this. Then coming back. Alright, let me go ahead and let me scooch myself back over here. Sorry, you guys. I'm new. Please be kind to me. I'm new. I keep forgetting to say that I love your pendant. Oh, thank you. I got it when I started working at the library. I think it's absolutely stylish. It's also how the boss keeps an eye on me. Literally. Although, I will say, his eyes are a lot bigger than this little pendant. But I digress. Looks like we have ads for, the next 3 minutes and 50 seconds. So I'm going to read a little bit more and then we'll stop for the ads. And then we'll chat. Have a little chin wag. I learned that one recently. Dewey's telling me about that one. Okay. Okay. Officer Wallace's body was found. Data has been expunged. SCP operatives then attempted to terminate the suspect, only to discover that they were too unable to fire their weapons. Team leader transmitted a Class A Type 73 medic attack alert to command and ordered the team to withdraw. This order failed when subject stated his intention to find out what all of your internal parts looked like, rendering them unable to escape. Involved task force members were subsequently remote terminated using surgically installed cranial detonators, according to the standard field protocol following psychic compromise in a field agent. Command elements then ordered escalation to Force Tier 2 severe collateral damage. Aerial bombardment was attempted, but failed when pilots were unable to release their payload over the target. It was thus determined that the psychic field prevents hostile intent toward the subject, may have an infinite range. Escalation to force to a Tier 3 was considered, but delayed while Dr. Gears suggested an alternative strategy with a higher chance to retrieve the item intact. Hypothesizing that the hostile intent was required for the psychic to controls to trigger, Dr. Gears suggested using Class D personnel under mind control of SCP 061. Previously prepped sleepwalker agents fitted with surgically implanted earpieces transmitting SCP 061 were given the following commands. D-06156 was ordered to give the following commands to the rest of the personnel through radio control. D-061-056 was not given any indication as to the reasons for said commands to prevent the psychic defenses from triggering. Agents were able to order D-6156 to give the following orders, suggesting that the psychic defense may only be able to function through a certain number of iterations. More research is required on this issue. D-6159 through 070, this is 12 personnel, were ordered to carry explosive charges to 12 predetermined points, openings in gas mains along the way. Explosives were detonated in sequence upon being given the final order by D-6156. D-6199 fit the profile of the subject's preferred type of victim, was ordered to move to a predetermined location at the center of the mall to lure the suspect to the best location for both ensuring a kill and for allowing easy retrieval of the remains. Finally, 6 D-class personnel, not under control of 061, were ordered to capture the suspect. These Class D personnel were not expected to complete their mission and served as a delaying action while the mind-controlled operatives carried out their mission. And we will pause there for a moment to wait for the ads for Twitch. I hope you all are having fun. I'm going to briefly pause the TikTok stream and restart it. We're gonna end it. Cool. And once again, it sucks to be D-class. Yeah, it really does. Okay. Alright. So, hi guys. I'm back from like a break or whatever. This is a different stream. I am telling you, this is a different. Hold on. Let me zoom in a bit. This is a different. Hold on. This is a different stream. This is a different. Don't piss me off. This is a different stream. Please. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like I'm going crazy. Ah. Either way, thank you so much for coming today. My name is Grimoire Index, in case you did not know. Today we are going to be reading more SCPs. Do not worry. Yeah. Anyway, as for the rest of you who have been here before, yeah, it really sucks to be D-class, huh? It is so bad. It is genuinely the worst, in fact. um, so here's the deal. It is like, that is so crazy. Like, as long as your intention is like, I want to, I want to, that one person right there, nothing can stop you according to this SCP. Like, if they're like around you, like, nothing can stop you. Hold on, let me read that. D class used to be explicitly death row inmates, but the community realized that there's zero way for even the global death row population to meet the Foundation needs. Where do they get them? Well, that's not left to imagination now, usually with horrible implications. Hi, Grim. Hi, chat. Welcome in, Harmless Obelisk. Alrighty. Yeah, the SCP, yeah, the SCP organization is pretty wild, isn't it? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we were just discussing how awful it is to be D class. You, like, in this particular SCP's case, they were this particular person had to essentially die for the cause. Like, they just die. They don't get any say in it. Um, as for the people who set the charges, I don't know if they get to live. I think they die too. Mm. Also, welcome back from the ads. Let's get started. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, and that's just containing it. Oh, Montauk. Yeah, we actually talked about Montauk too. That one was, whoo, that one was tough. Whoo, dislike that one. Anyway, the operation was a success. By utilizing multiple personnel, none of whom were aware of the significance of their actions, none of the personnel knew that their actions were related to terminating the suspect, and were thus able to act freely. Suspect's remains were retrieved from the rubble by using a bomb defusing robot and placed in a box lined with SCP 148 before being retrieved by Foundation personnel. Following confirmation of capture, Command Team ordered Tier 3 nuclear detonation elements to stand down from Ready 5 status and declared the incident contained. A cover story blaming the attack on terrorists was formulated and disseminated to the public. Controls testing has determined that the suspect's weapon, a 13-inch chef's knife, was the active agent in the incident, emitting a psionic command that data has been expunged. Suspect's remains are to be sent to PD along with a replica knife. The original weapon is to be designated a Keter level SCP or SCP-668 and sent to Site 19 for further testing. How the subject acquired SCP-668 is unknown at this time. It is further noted that the obsessive nature of the suspect's method of killing may have contributed to the success of this operation. Subject carried out its killings in a ritualistic manner, maximizing the amount of horror, pain, and suffering on its victims. For this reason, Foundation personnel were able to keep him contained within a controlled, enclosed area, the mall, and formulate a plan of action. Should the subject have made the decision to leave the mall and continue its killing spree elsewhere, immediate Tier 3 response could be by Immediate Tier 3 response by a double-blind operator would have been the only possible method of containing the incident. I mean, yeah, like, if he had left the mall at any point, there would be literally no way to contain him. Because, like, the moment that you, designate that you're gonna, I guess, kill someone, that you're planning on killing someone, I guess you could say that I think what you could do is you could possibly like set it up. Like you could have one person set up like this kind of like range, like a fake range and like have a sniper and be like, "Hey, could you do a couple of test shots over here?" So do you want to know a fun so you want that fun fact about the article? Oh yes, please. I love fun facts. Yay. No. No. Welcome in, welcome in. So the discovery of this SCP. So the discovery of this SCP um is based on an actual murder? Kitty Genovese, where the popular idea of the bystander effect comes from. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for liking the live. Um Thank you so much for joining us. Whom was that? I don't have my stream labels up because I'm all kerfuffled. Thank you so much, Fable Rose. Welcome to the Library Paradoxica, and I hope you enjoy your stay. I want to know about this murder. I feel like that is crazy that nobody thought to help. Nobody jumped in. It's just what? So now we believe the effect. Oh, thank you so much for linking that. So now we believe the effect and the story around the case is highly exaggerated to the point of urban legend, but that's hell of an inspiration. Hold on. Let's see here. All right, we're going to be doing a little bit of true crime now, I guess. In the early hours of March 13th, 1964, Kitty Genovese, a 28-year-old bartender, was and kid. How do I phrase this in a way that advertisers don't want to eat me? Bad things happened to her outside of the apartment building where she lived in the Kew Gardens neighborhood of the Queen. This happened in Queens? Queen? I mean, it makes sense, but Queens? Anyway, Queensboro of New York City, United States. 2 weeks after the murder, the New York Times published an article claiming that 37 witnesses saw or heard the attack and that none of them called the police or came to her aid. However, subsequent investigations revealed that the extent of public apathy was exaggerated. While some neighbors heard her cries, many did not realize the severity of the situation. The incident prompted inquiries into what became known as the bystander effect, or Genovese syndrome, and the murder became a staple of U.S. psychology textbooks for the next 4 decades. Researchers have uncovered major inaccuracies in the Times articles, and police interviews revealed that some of the witnesses had attempted to contact authorities. In 1964, reporters at a competing news organization discovered that the Times article was inconsistent with the facts, but they were unwilling to challenge Times editor Abe Rosenthal. In 2007, an article in the American Psychologist found no evidence of the presence of 38 witnesses, or that witnesses observed the murder, or that the witnesses remained inactive. In 2016, the Times called its own reporting flawed, stating that the original story grossly exaggerated the number of witnesses and what they had perceived. Winston Moseley, a 29-year-old Manhattan native, was arrested during a house during 6 days after the murder. While in custody, he confessed to Genovese. At his trial, Moseley was found guilty of doing really, really bad things to her and sentenced to unaliving. His sentence was commuted to life in jail. Moseley finally went to where he belongs in jail March 28th, 2016, at the age of 81, having served 52 years. I hate doing algo speak, but your girl does not want to be demonetized. Ooh, demonetization. Ooh, scary. Ah. 1960s New York City was a lot dangerous than today's. Oh, yeah, it was. Oh, yeah. One day you'll be able to give less of a... Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Just give me a stream key, and I can just talk for hours. Alrighty. So we are now going to read the classic. It's just a toaster. Right? It's just a toaster. It's fine. Alrighty. We are now going to read the classic. Let me pull this up. Thank you all so much for bearing with me as we get everything all situated. Bloop. And bloop. Excuse me. Oh, this is very interesting from like a I briefly read the first couple of lines there. SCP-426. Item number SCP-426. Object class Euclid. Special containment procedures. I am to be sealed in a chamber with no windows, through which I may be viewed. The door to my chamber must have a label completely unrelated to my designation or identity, in order to prevent unintended spread of my primary effect. Only level 3 and above personnel are to know my presence, and particularly of my properties. Assigned personnel are to be rotated out on a monthly basis to prevent contamination of my secondary effect. Psychiatric evaluation is mandatory at the end of the month. If personnel are deemed unaffected, they may be reassigned to me no less than 4 months after their last rotation with me. Any affected personnel are to be given a Class C amnestic and transferred to a different site. Description: Hello, I am SCP-426. I must be introduced in this way to prevent ambiguity. I am an ordinary toaster, able to toast bread when supplied with electricity. However, when any human being mentions me, they inadvertently refer to me in the first person. Despite all attempts, there is yet a way to speak or write about me in the third person. When in my continuous presence for over 2 months, individuals begin to identify themselves as a toaster. Unless forcibly restrained, these people will ultimately harm themselves in their attempts to emulate my standard functions. Oh dear. I was discovered in the home of family. After the gruesome deaths of 3 of its members, I had been given to the younger Mr. and Mrs. as a wedding gift. No card or other identifying markings had been found on my box. Approximately 2 months after the family received me, fire crews were dispatched to the home due to an electric fire. The younger Miss died from the uh, eh, from the electric discharge that she had caused when attempting to devour an electrical socket. The other 2 victims that had passed away shortly before the fire occurred. The elder Mrs. had gorged herself on nearly 10 kg of bread before her stomach, and she passed away of internal bleeding. The younger Mr. passed away of severe blood loss after attempting redacted with me. The sole survivor was the elder Mr., who was suffering from severe malnutrition. He stated that he had inserted some bread a week prior and was still waiting for the toast to pop out. I was confiscated by the Foundation after the police noticed my unusual properties. Class A, a Class A, Class C amnestic was administered to the affected officers. Experiment log 426-1. Date: Subject D, subject D class personnel D426-1. D426-1 was asked to describe what he believed was contained in my chamber. He was not informed about my identity or my properties. Details: D426, I stated, I'm probably some huge monster holdup in there. That's what you guys have all over the place, right? D4261 remained oblivious to his use of the first-person pronoun. Experiment log 2, 426-2. Date: Subject D-class personnel D426-2. Procedure: D426-2 was placed in my chamber and given regular meals through a dispenser. No communication with D426-2 was permitted. Multiple cameras were situated in the chamber, positioned so I was outside of their field of vision, but allowing constant observation of D426-2. We remained seated until my secondary effect manifested in the subject. I was bolted to the floor so that I could not be moved into a camera's view. After 45 days of isolation, D46-2 wrapped his arms around me and began conversing with me, stating that we were brothers. D46-2 never deviated from using the first person plural when speaking with me. Subject was terminated after 1 hour after this event. It is theorized that the isolation accelerated the progression of my secondary effect. Experiment logged 426-3. Date. Subject, Class D personnel, D4263. Procedure. A screw was removed from me and shown to D426-3, who was asked to describe it. D426-3 was not informed about my identity or properties. Details for D426-3 refer to it as my screw. Consistent with experiment 426-1, the subject was oblivious of his use of the first person in his description. This suggests that even if I were destroyed, my effects would be inherent in my remains. Experiment log 426-4. Date. Subject D-class personnel. D426-4. Procedure 426-4 was placed in isolation cell adjacent to my chamber to be observed until my secondary effect manifests. Details. No effects appeared. D4264 was terminated 90 days after the start of the experiment. Thank God there's some limits to my effects. A lot of us were really starting to get worried about me. Dr. C. Eternal bleeding, that's a whole other SCP. Oh boy. Woo! Oh my goodness. Ah, that is crazy. Um, uh, I hope you all are enjoying our little I am a pretty funny SCP. Yes, we are. We are all toasters now. Don't you know? We are all toasters. That's my next TikTok, everyone. Pretend that you're SCP 426. Look at me set myself ablaze and wait for the delicious toast. Also, I also forgot to order myself some food, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So give me a second. Hey guys, what should I get myself to eat? Should I get myself? Well, I often consume whole bags of bread, 2 at a time. Get food. I'm trying. I'm toast. I should get toast. I don't think I have a primarily liquid diet, on the fact that I'm a vampire. Just putting that out. You should get yourself a whole bag of bread toaster index. Well, I mean, I do kind of look like a toaster. I got like 2 little things of bread on the side of my head. You could put like a toaster right there. You say that it's about being a vampire. I say that and I'm an alcoholic shaking my head. Oh my goodness. Boo. Let's see. Let's see. What can we nibble? What am I feeling today? Am I feeling peckish? Do Do I want Subway? I don't think I want Subway either. Stop showing me Subway! You know what I miss? So speaking of human food that I absolutely adore. So, this I guess may reveal what part of the United States I'm in, but I miss Waga. I miss Wawa's hoagie bowls. Where are those? Like, what happened? Where are they? Where are the hoagie bowls? Like, Sheets doesn't compare. Where are my hoagie bowls at, man? There's I guess I could get like a KFC famous bowl, but I don't want that. I tried Wawa last year and it was nothing like it was 10 years ago when I was in uni. It's true. Oh, like not Wagamamas. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had there is no Wagamamas over here, but yeah, I agree. I'm just gonna call you Obelisk because it's the last part. Yeah, I agree, Obelisk. Like, I don't know what happened, but the taste is different. Like, it's not as like either the meat isn't as rich as it was before. The potatoes are all off. I There's just something wrong with it. With that said, I'm probably gonna have like a Popeyes. Sheets is alright, but Rofo's fried chicken is better than. I've never heard of that. A Rofo's. Wait. I don't want to increase my dampness, so I need to eat something. I guess we can have Zaxby's. That's fine. That won't increase my dampness that much. Just a cheeky sandwich is fine. I don't really want Royal Farms. Um, I don't. There might be one here. Oh yes, Popeyes is amazing. What? What? Popeyes is great. I will not have Popeyes slander here. It's so crunchy and good. I love that. But yeah, I've never really encountered Royal Farms before. Um it sounds familiar though. I'll give that to you. It does sound familiar. Yeah. Lemon pepper wings. Popeyes only got popular where I am during COVID, and they changed their supplier to better quality stuff, then they went back to normal after COVID. Ah, well, I mean, I genuinely I've never had this Rofo before, so I cannot say that well, it is better. um but yeah, I would rather have Popeyes over anything else, over churches. Churches is gross. KFC also gross. No, thank you. Bojangles. Eh. So thin. There you go. Looks like the ad is getting ready to start in like 3 minutes and like, sorry, 2 minutes and like 54 seconds. So give me some time so this way I can pick out something to eat because I am starving. And I will start eating people if I don't eat something. Please forgive me. And I'm not kidding. I have enough room in here. See? I have enough room. Uh-huh. There's enough room for all of you to go. Yum, yum, yum. Can we take the cheese off of that? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, do I get fried pickles? I think that's enough of that. I do have a lot of mucus in my. I do have a lot of mucus, so I do want to avoid that. Why would you just get the toast by itself, though? Like, that's very. Let me. Yeah, let me just get one. And, do they have something sweet that I can snack on? Yeah. There you go. We'll get this. And you got sauce chicken fingers? There you are. Ooh, because you are a toaster. Yes, because I am a toaster. Clearly, because I am a toaster. You know what? I have discovered what I want to eat. I know what it is that I desire. It is none of these things. It is, in fact. So, I have this special order that I like to get from Taco Bell. Um, it is. I like the. It is the garlic nacho steak fries. But instead of the steak, because I don't like the way the steak tastes, I put the like beef on it instead. That that is my favorite. I will eat that all day because I am a toaster. Nobody check me on it. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Also, have you all had the cinnamon? Have you all had those like cinnamon balls from Taco Bell where like if you eat them too quickly, they'll just um I don't know how else to explain this, but they just ooze in your they they they're how do I describe this without this being taken out of context? How do I describe it? They're very huh. They're overly ugh. Ready to clap. Look, it's just they fill them so much that it's so hard to eat them because they I can't even say empty themselves. I can't say explode on your face or in your mouth. I can't do any of these things because it's just like uh, what am I supposed to say? I lack the language. I lack the diction to explain what happens when you bite into those filled cream delicacies. They are very decadent. There you go. They're very decadent. um very creamy. They are very creamy and decadent. I guess RoboCrow does not want to work today. You better not let me down. RoboCrow absolutely let you down. Dang it. It's great. RoboCrow has absolutely let you down. But it is fine. It is okay. Fine, I'll do it myself. I don't even think that fit in that like 30-second timer. I made sure not to I made sure to kind of space out my words a bit. All right. We are reading A Gift for Dad. Can I actually go up to a minion manually? What? Man. Mans. Anyway, let's go ahead and get our next story. This one is also a classic. Zhang Zheni. I'm not really quite sure of the, aren't you lucky for now? I win. I'm the winner. You can't clip me out of context if I slow my words down. uh, sorry. This one is a classic and probably one of my favorite SCPs of all time. SCP-348. Item number SCP-348. Object class safe. Are we in the middle of an ad or are we good? I think we're good. I'm just going to keep going. Special containment procedures. SCP-348 is to be kept in a standard locker at Site 19. Personnel wishing to conduct tests involving SCP-348 are to obtain Level 3 or higher authorization and present a detailed list of intended test subjects. SCP-348 is a white ceramic bowl patterned with light blue flowers, measuring approximately 20 centimeters in diameter and 9 centimeters high. While no maker marks are present, the Chinese characters for Thinking of You, Zhang Zheni, are etched into the side of the bowl. When in the presence of an individual afflicted with a minor ailment, injury, a mild cold, runny nose, or scrapes, SCP-348 will fill with soup. While the ingredients present within the soup produced by SCP-348 vary, Young subjects, individuals between 4 and 18, have consistently stated that they enjoyed the meal, sometimes stating that it reminds them of their parents' cooking. Subjects will finish the soup found in SCP-348 if allowed. Children who eat from 348 several times often express a feeling of contentment. Stating though they are eating by themselves, they do not feel lonely. SCP-348-1. SCP-348 was acquired shortly after rumors of a child living in, apparently possessing remarkable recovery abilities, came to Foundation attention. Investigations revealed that the child in question originally discovered SCP-348 in the attic of their old house, and had come to rely on it after receiving insufficient attention from their parents. The child's parents, both full-time workers, refused to comment on their relationship with the child. Resulting testing involving children was carried out under the guise of surveys to gauge the success of new food items offered at public schools. SCP-348-2. It has been noted that occasionally, after soup is produced by 348 has been consumed, a message will materialize on the inside of the bowl. Words produced inside the bowl appear to be printed on the ceramic consistent with existing markings. The message that appears will be in the language most familiar to the drinker of the soup. After several hours, or when SCP-348 produces another meal, the words will disappear. Testing log SCP-348 1323-. Subject, 8-year-old female, afflicted with a sore throat. Brief background. Lives with and is on good terms with both parents. Notes. Subject took approximately 30 minutes to consume soup, and later remarked that her sore throat seems to have gone away. Subject, 10-year-old male, recently injured self while biking. Minor bruising. Brief background. Lives with both parents, often argues with both. Notes. Message has appeared. Don't forget to brush. Subject, 11-year-old male, afflicted with a slight cold. Brief background. Lives with foster parents. Message appeared. I'm glad you're happy. Subject, 9-year-old female, afflicted with slight cold. Brief background. Lives with both parents. Said to be prone to tantrums. Note. Nothing of note occurred during or immediately after testing, but subject stated while she didn't particularly care for the soup, after tasting it she still wanted to eat it. Follow-up investigation revealed that the subject recovered from the cold faster than was expected. Subject, 6-year-old male, recently injured self while playing with friends. Minor scrapes and scratches. Brief background. Parents divorced. Currently living with mother. Note. Message has appeared. I'm sorry, son. Subject, 7-year-old female, afflicted with cough. Lives with mother and grandmother. Father deceased. Traffic incident. Notes. Message appeared. I love you. Addendum 348-3. Testing has revealed that in the event that someone older than 18 years of age attempts to consume soup created by SCP-348, the individual will find that they are less inclined to finish the meal. Some individuals will remark that something is missing. Most will simply state that the soup was nothing out of the ordinary. Further studies carried out with older subjects indicate that though the messages will appear for individuals older than 18, the appearance of messages is worn and faded. See testing log. Testing log SCP-348-2635-. Note, it was observed that over 100 test subjects were tested. Only 4 individuals received messages from 348. Subject: 30-year-old female, afflicted with a headache. Brief background: on poor terms with both parents, refused to accept father's offer for career training, currently lives alone. A message has appeared. Why? Subject: 34, male, afflicted with cough. Brief background: parents divorce, visits father and stepmother once a month, does not visit mother on her insistence. Message has appeared. It will get better. Subject: 40-year-old female, afflicted with sore throat. Brief background: moved away and became estranged from both parents, nevertheless sent money and took care of Caesar housing for both. Father recently passed away. Subject noted that the soup initially tasted bitter, but was fulfilling in the end. Message appeared. Thank you. Subject: 40-year-old male, afflicted with minor backaches. Brief background: murdered father apparently 1 year ago. Notes: subject tasted and then refused to consume soup, complaining about the taste. Subject then later developed mild stomach pains. After the contents of 348 were disposed of, 348 immediately filled with what appeared to be salt water, which remained for 3 hours before disappearing. Subject: 45-year-old male, afflicted with aches due to arthritis. Brief background: happily married, lives with wife and children, visits father once a week, with family. Mother deceased. Message appeared. I'm proud of you. Despite the extensive data gathered in testing, it is unknown whether the messages that SCP-348 has manifested. It is unknown whether the messages that SCP-348 has manifested originate from the fathers of the subject or SCP-348 itself. Addendum SCP-348-3. SCP-348 was once used in a test involving a 60-year-old man suffering from a terminal illness. The subject, a grandfather with multiple grandchildren, stated that the soup produced by SCP-348 was the best he'd ever had. Following the test, the subject reported feeling a sense of satisfaction and noted that the pain caused by the illness seemed to have faded. The subject passed away peacefully a week later. Aww, that's so sweet. Ugh, my heart. Don't you just feel warm? That's so nice. I feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I hope you all feel all warm and fuzzy. That definitely made me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. Welcome in, everybody. Over on the clock app. Wholesome and bittersweet. The one where the guy, unalived their parent and it filled up with something that they couldn't drink and then it filled up with salt water. It was very sad. Oh man. Alrighty. Let's see. Very wholesome, very bittersweet. Let's go ahead and read our next tale, shall we? Let's see. SCP-463. Item number SCP-463. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-463 is to be maintained in the small glass display case within its containment cell at site. If SCP-463 must be transported from its current location, it's to be transported in its display case or some other container. At no time should any Foundation researcher come into direct physical contact with 463. Following the incident at personnel are strongly discouraged from bringing food of any sort into SCP-463 cell. Description: SCP-463 is a small silver spoon, approximately 17.5 centimeters in length, with a mass of approximately 153 grams. Unless handled by a human, SCP-463 displays no abnormal behavior. Neuron imaging, MRI, and redacted imaging systems have revealed no detail to its inner structure. All analysis of SCP-463 is consequently limited to its directly observable effects. Any individual who picks up SCP-463 have their spines bent backward at a 90-degree angle, just below the T thoracic vertebra. This bending typically proves fatal, though some test subjects have survived with full lower body paralysis. Its effect on humans is displayed regardless whether or not the subject is wearing gloves, oven mitts, or any type of such barrier. The only apparent requirement for SCP-463 to be able to bend its holder is that the subjects have a firm grip. Subjects who have held SCP-463 very weakly, i.e. just with the tips of the fingers, have been unaffected. Testing has demonstrated that SCP-463 displays no unusual effects when in contact with autonomous machines, remotely controlled machines, animals, or corpses. Addendum. It is the opinion of Dr. that SCP-463 does not actually physically bend the user, but has somehow been embedded with a psychic trigger, which causes the user's back muscles to violently contract. This would explain why the absence of SCP-463's effect when handled by non-humans. Memo. See testing logs 463- and Dr. Testing log 463 301 25. Subject D4221 is placed in proximity to SCP-463's unlocked container. Subject D4221's back muscles are surgically removed from his body during surgery for spinal stenosis. Subject D4221 is instructed to pick up SCP-463. Subject experiences bending of the upper spine. Subject goes into neurogenic shock. Subject has been declared clinically unalived. Body has been removed from the site. From testing site. Testing log SCP-463- Subject D4279 wheelchair is placed in proximity to SCP-463's unlocked container. Subject D4279 already has a complete fracture of the C5 vertebrae and has no neuromuscular connection to any muscles below the neck. Researcher using tongs places SCP 463 in D4279's hands. Subject experiences non-fatal bending of the upper spine. Minor injuries are sustained, as from falling from the wheelchair. Subject has been removed from the testing site. Subject D5119 is placed in proximity to SCP-463's unlocked container. Subject D5119 has been paralyzed below the waist by the prior interaction of 463. Subject has become highly agitated and attempts to remove herself from the testing chamber. An armed guard is called into the testing chamber to ensure the compliance of D119. Subject D119 is instructed to pick up SCP-463. The subject does not comply. Subject D5. Ugh, my dyslexia is kicking my butt. What? What is happening? What is happening? What? What do you mean? That I hate that. I hated that. Excuse me? What? Huh. So for those of us who don't know, TikTok will start playing music if it thinks that you are AFK. It's really weird. I don't like that very much. Okay. Dislike. Just throw the whole platform away, I guess. What is this? Anyway. SCP. Subject D5119 is instructed by the armed guard to pick up SCP-463. Subject experiences non-fatal bending of the spine about the T6 thoracic vertebra. No further injuries are sustained. Subject removed from the testing site. Memo. It would seem that SCP-463 does indeed exert a direct force on the user's spine. Sadly, we have no absolute clues as to the nature of the force. We don't know what the net torque is. I think the next course of action... Honestly, it would be fine if the whole platform was to run away. It's true! We don't know what the net torque is. I think the next course of action should be to test SCP-463 on personnel whose spinal column itself has been removed. Further testing is clearly in order. Dr. Posture check in case the spoon got you. Hold on, I got this. Thank you so much. For the posture check. Oh. Whew. That felt really nice. Hold on, let me roll my head. Oh. Feeling spry, even in my old age. Yeah, there has been this like weird issue where I have there's been this really weird issue where obviously if you're watching this on TikTok, hi, there's like a little black screen over there. That is my webcam, which is very warm. It is hot. And then there's obviously my stream feed. my microphone. Hi, how are you? Um, and that's kind of it. Like, there's nothing, there's like nothing else here. And TikTok is like, hey, this stream right here, this one that you're um actually streaming, well, it's not real. You're fake. You're clearly fake. So they like rate limited my life. It's great. I love that for me. I love that. Yay. Thanks, TikTok. And because I don't stream gaming content, they will they get upset um, if you don't stream. If you like every like I think 30 minutes or so, they get upset if you don't stream gaming content if you use certain platforms. But I'm using the live thing, so they can't get mad at me. That's right. You can't get mad at me. Okay, rant over. Let's read our blah 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 blah. Ah, it looks like we are on our last story of the evening. Have you guys been enjoying our menagerie of kitchen utensils and things you would find in the kitchen? I hope you are. The theme has been fun, you know. I think so too. I love discussing all types of things because I am a toaster. Don't worry, I'm going to coat myself in metal and you know, hop around with like bread in my hands later. Like that's what I do on a regular night. Okay. Here's our final SCP of the night. I hope you enjoy it. SCP-0 SCP-209. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-209 is to be 209 is to be held in a 0.5 meter, 0.5 meter, 0.5 meter, 0.5 meter pressure sealed storage locker, insulated to prevent any potential aroma to be released from the surrounding area. Access to 209 is to be limited to a single Class 2 or higher staff member for transport. A standard security detail should accompany any transport of SCP 029 at a distance of at least 23 meters. No more than one human subject of any classification should be within the minimum safety distance of 20 meters of SCP 029 at any time outside of a research trial setting. As current hypotheses revolve regarding the function of SCP-029's active phase indicate enticement to use through olfactory manipulation of some kind, any staff assigned to research trial or security detail should be equipped with personal air filtration devices rated at Foundation standards of at least Euclid 3, HEPA filter, oil resistant. Oh, looks like ads are getting ready to start in 4 minutes and 36 seconds. Research has approved the use of prototype modular keycard system, or SCP passport, for SCP-209's storage locking mechanism. The keycard for SCP-209 storage is modified with a proximity alarm and deactivation protocol to enforce the single-user-only containment mandate. Gonna head out now. Have a good rest of your stream, everyone. Thank you. You have a wonderful evening, and thank you for coming by. The key card for blah 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 blah. I just read that. If more than one human subject is detected in the proximity of both the keycard device and locked, a level 1 containment breach alarm will be sounded and the locking system disabled to prevent removal of SCP-020-209 from its storage locker. Description: SCP-209 appears to be a single malt scotch tumbler. Oh boy. 10 centimeters in length, with 8 centimeters in diameter at its widest point. The tumbler shows no manufacturer mark, but it does indicate signs of moderate to heavy use and light wear, including a small chip missing from the rim. When not in possession of a human subject, the tumbler contains approximately 8 to 9.91 milliliters or 3 ounces of an unknown golden brown translucent liquid. This liquid cannot be siphoned, spilled, drained, or evaporated, or otherwise removed from SCP-209 by any other means other than a human subject taking hold of the tumbler and consuming the liquid. All activator subjects debriefed following a sampling of the liquid produced by 209 reported to be alcoholic in nature, providing a sense of warmth, self-assurance, and general well-being. This effect has been proven to be highly addictive, with methadone therapy currently holding the highest rates of success for detoxification from SCP-209's effects. For SCP-209 to enter its active phase, 3 conditions must be met. At least 2 human subjects must be within 20 meters of SCP-209. At least one of the human subjects must have a normal functioning sense of smell and detect SCP-209's aroma. Osamic tests have been unable to initiate the active phase. The subject who first detected the order of 209 must take possession of the tumbler and consume any amount of the liquid herein after the activator subject. Once these conditions are met, SCP-209 enters its active phase. The activator subject will immediately seek a relaxing or comfortable position in which to finish the liquid in SCP-209 at a leisurely place. Any human subject within 20 meters of the activator subject, hereafter the prey subject, will be locked into 2 distinct physical parameters for the duration of the active phase. Prey subject will physically be incapable of moving more than 20 meters away from the activator once ingestion has begun. Prey subjects will physically be unable of moving closer more than 1 meter to the activator once ingestion has begun. All current attempts of moving away from any prey subject beyond these boundaries while living have met with failure. Any human subject entering the 20 meters space of SCP-209's influence after the activator and prey subjects have been established are not effective. It also looks like ads had started, so let's wait a few seconds. Blah, 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 blah. Big stretchy. I hope you all are having fun today. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, I swear. I have so many plans for this month and next month. Oh boy, so many plans. And I hope you all are absolutely down for them. Oh! Sorry about that. There is a couple of just like little things I want to work on um, outside of uh, streaming. I want to get better at highlighting. That's one of my main goals. Get better at using my video software. I find it really difficult to do highlights of videos like these, so definitely something I want to work on. And hopefully you'll be down for the ride. What else? What else? What else? Oh, in case you didn't know, I have a Discord. That's right. I actually have a Discord. So if you use Discord or you don't know what that is, it's basically, think of it as like a little meeting place that you all can come and visit me in. I'm usually in my Discord most of the time. But there is a catch. You need to be 18 years or older to be in my Discord. I do not like having and in general, honestly, you need to be 18 years older to really interact with me anyway. So just keep that in mind. It keeps you safe and it keeps me safe too. So I understand I know that SCPs are very exciting for younger people, but please respect my boundaries and, be a good bean and, you know, be 18 or older. Older is better, honestly. I digress. Other things. I'm gonna try to do more role play stuff on Fireside Fridays. We'll probably end with a script next time. Yes, minors will be ejected from the library with their burliest ghouls and eldritch monstrosities. That's right. While we cannot hurt you in the library, we will definitely kick you out with extreme prejudices. And there is no coming back. If I find out, you're gonna be banned from all of it. Like, if I find out, is this it? It's up. No. Please respect my boundaries. My boundaries are very important to me. Oh, it looks like we're back. Welcome back from the ads, and let's continue. So, any descriptive words or phrase used in reference to SCP-209 by the activator subject during the active phase will physically reflect upon the prey subject in a variety of ways. See Experiment Log 209 6.2 through 209 33.8 for details. Activator subject seems aware of both the boundary restrictions imposed by the prey subject as well as the physical effects on their descriptive language. But no matter the scale of physical harm or distress inflicted on the prey subject, the activator subject appears to retain a light, amused demeanor. It is theorized that the effects of SCP-209 inflicts on prey subjects is intended to be a form of entertainment for the activator subject to enjoy while experiencing SCP-209's intoxicating effects. While the activator subject has consumed all of the liquid within SCP-209, both boundary parameters are nullified. If capable of motion, former prey subjects can and do flee the area with as much speed as possible. The activator subject will immediately become confused by the now empty 209 and attempt to refill it with any liquid. If the activator is successful in filling SCP-209 with approximately 8 to 9 milliliters or 3 ounces of any liquid, it will transmute another glass of golden brown translucent alcohol, and the cycle begins again, provided there is another potential prey subject in range. If prey subjects or any other disable or remove SCP-209 from the activator before they're able to refill it, SCP-209 will exit the active phase and remain empty and inert for approximately 79 hours before refilling itself by unknown means and to potentially begin a new active phase. Let me check this. Addendum. Experimental log SCP-209-18-4. 3D class subjects class 3 subjects appropriated for testing. 25 meter by 25 meter by 6 meter room furnished with a single steel folding chair and SCP-209. Activator subjects designated D-Act, prey subjects designated by D-Prey-1, D-Prey-2. Log begins at 122 seconds following D-Act's ingestion of SCP-209. 122 seconds. D-Act seats himself in the single chair provided in the room. D-Prey approaches D-Act. D-Prey-2 begins exploring the room's boundaries. 188 seconds. D-Prey-1 discovers the inner boundary and is unable to approach D-Act. 100 and my dyslexia is really messing me up here. 194. Yeah, 194 seconds. D-Prey-2 discovers the outer boundary and is unable to reach the eastern wall. 227 seconds. D-Prey-1 begins shouting obscenities and attempts to strike D-Act-1. No effect. D-Prey-2 attempts to map out the outer boundary. 255 seconds. D-Act describes SCP-209 as smoky. 258 seconds. D-Prey-1 begins coughing violently. D-Prey-2 approaches. 284 seconds. D-Prey-1 collapses, racked with violent coughs. An unknown black smoke-like gas is expelled from his mouth with each cough. D-Prey-1 attempts to approach D-Act. 299 seconds. D-Act describes SCP-209 as smooth. 302 seconds. D-Prey-2 appears to begin sweating profusely. D-Prey-1 continues coughing spasms. Expulsion of smoke-like substance continues from his mouth, nose, and eyes. 383 seconds. D-Prey-2 exudes a thick layer of viscous, near frictionless substance from all pores. The substance has eroded clothing and apparently the first layer of the epidermis. D-Prey-2 is unable to remain standing, falls, and attempts to staunch the flow of the unknown substance from his pores. D-Prey-1 apparently expired. Smoke-like substance continues to vent from eyes, nose, and mouth. D-Act applauds intermittently. 484 seconds. Viscous subjects exuded from Prey 2 has eroded 2 additional layers of skin, wounds approximately to second and third degree burns. Prey 2 expresses desire to be terminated. Request denied. D-Act appears fixated on the remaining liquid of SCP-209. 522 seconds. Prey 2 expires. Substance appears to cease exuding from pores. Prey 1 ceases to expel smoke-like substance. D-Act continues to drink. SCP-209. 984 seconds. D-Act consumes the last of SCP-209, immediately stands and rushes to the body of Prey 1 and begins clawing at the corpse with the left hand, while maintaining hold of SCP-209 with the right. (954 seconds). Researchers determined that D-Act is attempting to refill SCP-209 with the blood from the corpse of Prey 1. Per orders, as one security staff member enters and neutralizes D-Act, recovering SCP-209 still in its empty state. Well, everybody's so creative. Everyone is so creative. I was suffering through that one, man. Oh, man. Ah, well. Wasn't that fun? Didn't we learn something? It's so smoky, and they oh man, that's gotta suck. Ugh. Oh, well. Thank you all for attending me today. It was so wonderful having you. I'm so sorry about my dyslexia kind of just appearing and raining on our fun for a little bit, but it was so lovely to see you all. And hopefully I will see you all again on Wednesday. I do not think we will do a raid out today. I think we will just end it here, and yeah. Thank you all again for coming to see me, and I hope your night is as wonderful as you are. Thank you all, and have a wonderful night. Night, TikTok.